Hi, how y'all doing? Today is June the 17th, 2025. Here in Ontario, Canada, the skies are blue and white, right? I'm sure if you're looking at the sky, you know what I mean. It's a little bit windy. It's warm. Temperature overnight was like 18. So I slept good though. I went to sleep quick. I woke up at 5:30. I've been doing that lately. And I forced myself, and it was bright out. It was like it was daytime, but we are headed to the summer solstice on the 20th or 21st, and it's more sunlight than darkness, right? So I'll attribute it to that for now. Although, who knows? They just turned on the light brighter. I don't know. I slept, I tossed and turned. I had icky sensations in my body. I slowed sleeping, but I remember moving around a lot, right? Changing sides, trying this direction, that. My foot was trying to cramp up a bit. And then when I got up in the rise, my left sciatic is bothering me, right? So, and pressure in the third eye, you know? Uh, Other than that, not too bad. Still got tension in my feet, my left leg. And then my son came home yesterday, and so he was doing exercise. I said, you're supposed to bend backwards as much as you bend forwards, right? He's like, yeah. And he says, I think it'll go through my back. I was like, why? And he's like, I said, my left sciatic's been bothering me since I got up. And he said, yeah, mine too. And I said, which side? He said, left. I thought, there's no synchro or coincidences, right? I wonder how everybody else is feeling out there on the left side of their body. Yesterday, the Schuman was at 11 and then a 12-hour blackout. I had a dream last night too, or just before I woke up, between 5:30 and 7, right? Because I got up at 7. And well, I was doing all this stuff, I can't remember. But then I ended up in this room, and there's a man there. And he said, you've done a good job. And he had a bag in his hand. And he says, here, do you want this blanket? And I said, okay. And he says, it's a werewolf blanket. And he takes out of the package and unfolds it. And it's green and white and yellow, black. And there's a black werewolf in the middle, right? But you can't focus in too much on it, kind of thing, to see its face. But it's a black werewolf right in the middle. And I was like, wow, it's nice, thank you. And he was like, I said, why do I get it? And he says, because you did the right thing. I said, how do you know? And he said, because your hair is down past your waist, right? And I was like, okay. And he says, you found the balance. And I said, Abraxas. And he said, exactly. And then I woke up, right? I thought that was different. Second time Abraxas has come up in my dream. And then last night I was watching this YouTube. It was just a short. I'm not sure if it's AR or not. I'm going to research today and see if I can find out. And I realized I got up really quick and I was writing stuff down. But I was like led to do it. You know what I mean? I had to kind of do it. And it was like, I'll read it, what I wrote down. Attachments. Everything keeps us here to forget we're trapped in an inverted world. All right? We're the body of light. The meat suit confines us here. And so they can poison it, right? And use their frequencies on it and everything. Because we're so powerful. We got trapped here. It's not the real Earth. It's an inverted one. Upside down. I'm not sure if I'm explaining this well enough. I hope you understand. But yeah, think about how powerful we are. I want to do this, right? Why did they trap us? Who trapped us? You know? That's what I was asking myself last night. Who trapped us here? I want to know. I send all this energy back to them to be destroyed. I want to know who trapped us here. All the light beings. We're powerful, or else they wouldn't have put us in these suits. Just like I said in a previous video, when my mother was sick, I knew she was going to pass. And I was helpless. There's nothing I could do to help her. She wouldn't allow me. And when he passed, I sent her a message and left it on her answer machine, because she wasn't answering the phone, and I was concerned about her. And I was like, Mom, don't go to the light. Sit in the darkness and wait. I said, the light is a trap. If you're not here anymore, don't go to the light, right? That's how they trap you here. You have to break free. And that's what came back to my mind last night when I had this thought, right, that I wrote down. So I hope it helps somebody out there, because all it does is take one of us to break free, and the whole thing comes down, because that's how powerful we are. Okay. Anything else? So, first, or is it the first or the last quarter moon phase happens on my app tomorrow here at 3-something p.m., right? But in the United States, it's probably today for some reason. I can't figure that one out. I guess that's when the moon will be flying over their part, you know, to project the energy down on them. But we get it a day before. Isn't that nice? Right? So yeah, last quarter. What's it about? Do you remember? Action. No, that's first quarter. Last quarter is breathe and evaluate or elevate. So I have to stay grounded. Things might get, according to all the astrology, it's supposed to be really volatile in the energy and with people, right? Because imagine their psyches are being broken and they can't handle it. Because like my son still won't admit to any truth, you know. So he's in the system deep, in the program, shall we say. My one son that got the thing. So yeah, sucks. But it is what it is. It's part of the attachment to keep me here, isn't it? Through your emotions. So yeah. Alright. I didn't make a video yesterday. Probably because of the blackout. How was I feeling? Icky spine yesterday. My back in between my, down my spine. My legs were bothering me. Same pressure in the third eye. So, yeah. The Ascension symptoms. Also, I think are mental too, as well. Because everything's being projected at us. Right? It's strange, right? When you're a being of light, how they affect you through your body with all the frequencies of everything. Then the way to break free is to get rid of your attachments, your emotions that are connected to others, right? Do you want to come back and be tortured some more? Get attached to things, animals, food, people, love, emotions, right? That you just can't live without, kind of thing, you know? And get rid of that. They can't use that against you, because there's nothing here that holds you. You can break free and say the rescue us all. Just saying, if I could do it, I'm doing it for y'all. So yeah. Okay, that's enough. I just wanted to make this video because I didn't yesterday, and I'm not sure how the energy is going to pan out today, so I don't know if I'll have the energy to do the want to do it later, right? Because of icky shit, whatever. So I thought I'd do it now. Every day I'm stronger than the day before. Every day I remember who I am more than the day before. And every day I have more to be grateful for than the day before. See? Confirmation. I love you all as a consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? The last 3 days, lots of sirens. Okay. Bye.